minute since I've done one of these. Okay, we got Huntress on Temple of Creation. I've been playing Huntress the past few days. Now that they're starting to like rework a lot of the killers, whether it's for better or for worse, I've just been sticking with Huntress because she hasn't been touched yet. And hopefully she don't. Oh, I didn't mean to let that fly. Forgive me, it's been this video has been a while since I've played Huntress, so I need to shake the rust off. Oh, I could have totally got that. And I could have had the shot right there had I not hesitated. What I wanted to do here is I wanted to get the did she fall for it? Yeah, she fell for it. Dead heart. Okay, there we go. So what I wanted to originally do was I wanted to catch Nia with the hatchet so that I could get one other survivor injured and then mind game the Fang Min so that I could get her down faster. But we got one survivor hooked at the beginning of the game. Nobody has found my totem yet. We're already on our other survivor, who is the Nia. Okay, so she's smart enough to know that I saw her. Store this hatchet. Yep. Just regular R2 her. Alright, let's see if we can make a play here. Oh, well, not that play. Alright, here we go. Alright, cool. That was, what, my second farthest shot that I've ever made in this game? I'm actually proud of myself for that. Alright, so, oh, well, there's Fang Min. The other Fang Min. So, 2 survivors at the beginning of the game. Generator already done, and we're on the 3rd survivor right now. No one has yet to find our hex totem, which is really good right now. So we're doing good. Alright, so I knew that she was going to camp the pallet. I don't know why you're camping the pallet, especially versus the Huntress. It's not a good idea. She just played that all wrong. This is one of those mind gameable / unsafe pallets. It's an unsafe pallet depending on what killer you're playing. Definitely unsafe if you're playing against Demigorgon. Definitely unsafe if you're playing against Nurse. And definitely unsafe if you're playing against Spirit. That aside, most other killers, it's a mind gameable palette, and the only killer that it's a safe palette on is oh yeah, I forgot. It's unsafe versus Hag too. Which I need to get some Hag gameplay. You guys need to start requesting killers for me to play. I'm not saying that you have to, but it would be nice to get some opinions and feedback and some suggestions along the way. This way I'm not just playing the same killer in the same build, which brings me to you guys also suggesting what builds I should run too. You know, doesn't have to be specific perks. If you don't know what kind of build it is, you could tell me the perks, or you could just tell me what the build itself wants to go for, or what is the objective of that build, and I'll definitely run it for you and show some gameplay content for it. You can also do this for killer or survivor, I don't care. Alright, so we got one person slugged. I'm playing around D-Strike. If you guys are wondering why I'm slugging right now, it's to play around DS. Because D-Strike, I am never truly sure how long it is up and how long it lasts. And then when I am positive that the survivor no longer has D-Strike and I go to hook them, I get D-Strike to the face. Because it lasts way too long. I think they should really tone down how much time is on decisive, because killers don't really have a counterplay to it, and that's fair. Especially since it's supposed to be a defensive anti-turtling perk anyway. But, well, I'm not going to go down there, but thank you for telling me your location. But the decisive perk should definitely at least have like the time for its duration. It should be like up for at least like 45 seconds. 45 to 50 in my opinion. Just tone it down by a few seconds is all I'm asking. Why haven't they picked up the slug yet? That's something that's confusing me right now. They haven't picked up that slug whatsoever. They're literally losing out on so much pressure. Oh my god, I'm snowballing. They're literally losing out on so much because no one is going over to pick up that slug. I get the feeling that unlike these three, well, I'm assuming that the 3 people that I have slugged are red ranks. I'm not positive, but that Ash player, the way that he's playing, he's definitely not playing like a red or even a gold red. He's playing like a noob, almost. No insult to him. Alright, Fangman. Well, I'm sorry nobody picked you up, but it's time for you to get hooked. Okay, so he went for a hook save. That's good. Alright, so we got her hooked. Okay, they picked up the other slug. It still confuses me why they didn't pick up the other Fangman that was slugged. I'm getting so much pressure just off of one slug. It's actually quite amazing for me. Are you in this locker? I'm willing to bet that you're in the other one, right? Right? Yeah, I thought so. If you knew that I was checking lockers, then why did you stay in the locker? It's better to just pop out. Then again, he was in a shitty situation to begin with because I have Iron Maiden, which if you come out of the locker, you reveal your location and suffer the exposed status effect for 15 seconds. So no matter what he did, it was kind of a one-shot situation. But why was he hiding in the locker to begin with? Most survivors shouldn't hide in lockers versus Huntress just for the simple fact that she might have that perk. Of course, unless you have decisive. Because, you know, jumping in a locker right after getting unhooked is a decisive setup. Watch. Decisive. Thought so. I'm okay with taking a decisive. Oh, she give up. I don't blame this Fangman for giving up and just wanting to die and end off the game session, because her team didn't help her and she stayed slug for the bitter majority of this game. That is just not fair, and that's coming in. I'm a survivor, man, so that irritates me most of all. There's nothing I can really do about that. All right. Oh. There we go. Somebody is scared of the hatchets. Good. Like, don't get me wrong, none of these survivors right now play optimally, but that Ash is just weird. Can I make it? If I had aimed a little bit to the left, like a few centimeters to the left, I probably would have got the hatchet throw on that. Oh, but I curved her in my direction. Cool. I didn't want to swing through the pallet and take the chance that I might get stunned. Even though I could technically take the stun, it would have been a waste of time, at least like 3 or 4 seconds that I'm disabled. Enough time for her to get a hook save and for them to at least attempt to heal up. Man, I am playing wild with all these shots. Alright, so we're gonna slug her. We might as well slug for the 4K because nobody's really playing optimally, and at this point, they're not even working on gens or trying to pressure the gens. Alright, I think Ash might have decisive, so I'm gonna go for Nia first. I'm gonna hook her, and then I'm gonna hook Ash. Though, I don't know, because Ash has been playing the weirdest out of all the survivors, I have my doubts that he actually even has decisive. But I'm gonna reload my hatchets just in case he does. That way I don't get a free easy down. That aside, yeah, I think this is a GG.
Hey!
No, I thought so. Yeah, he didn't have decisive. Interesting. Okay. That's weird. That's really weird. Alright. Let's see what's at the end game screen. It's a double pip. That's nice. Yeah, that Ash was the rank 12. And it's funny because all he did was hide the entire game and go for hook saves. But, oh well, new game. We on Mother's Dwelling. Not a bad map, especially for Huntress. Something important to know for everybody that's sub to my channel or support my channel and is learning Huntress. Huntress is a very map-dependent killer. Very map-dependent. The less objects in the way, the easier it is to hit your shots. And sometimes taking advantage of certain opportunities with Huntress is going to be a little bit difficult with so many objects in the way. She's mind gaming this jungle gym, isn't she? Yeah, she is. Alright. Go off the window. Doesn't go for the pallet. I'm gonna hold this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Got her. Alright, there we go. Alright, can I get her again? Yeah, she's running for the door. Nice. Alright, that's one free easy down, one other survivor injured. No one's found my ruined totem yet. I'm assuming that there is a survivor in the top far right corner. Yeah, they're both in that direction. I heard this generator being worked on, but it has very little progress on it, so I'm gonna leave it alone. And there's David, like I thought. David is the one that's closest to a generator right now, so I'm gonna go for him. Those two should be healing. If they're not healing, then they're focusing on the generator, which is good. But if they are healing, then they're wasting time. Alright. Alright. Nope. Okay, so he wants to play this. Easy mind games. Easy hits. To my left. Yep. Okay, so is he going to play this properly? I already up the hatchet like that because I get scared that they might be camping the pallet. Well, not scared, but it's in, like, it's when they beat me to the pallet and I don't see them anywhere, I get the feeling that they're, camping the pallet. Another thing, too, I've been trying it recently. I haven't really had any luck, except for once, where I got in a cross-map hatchet. And yes, this is on PS4 console DVD. And yeah, and big advice too is don't be scared to toss a hatchet across the map. If that wasn't the most immediate hook save ever, lucky that I've been left. Otherwise, I would have been sandbagged. But she might be in the locker area. Let me check that area again, so I don't see anybody. Oh, here's one. Why are you starting to lag now? Whoa, 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 whoa. You're starting to lag, my guy. What? That was a smooth FPS for like a few seconds, and then the minute she started running was the second she started lagging forward. Not gauging the matchup properly. Alright. I see scratch marks. Where is she? Oh, here she is. And the disconnect. Like, you should know that I'm running now. Okay, so this is one of those situations where that survivor that just DC'd basically screwed over the rest of her team, unfortunately, because it's going to be easier to take on a 3v1, especially since they don't have any generators done or any pressure established on me yet. Someone's working on the top generator. If I had aimed a little bit to the right, I would have got that. I need to restock hatchets. I'm missing these important shots, and I don't normally miss these. Why did you run into me? You would have got distance had you just jumped off of the building as I was coming up. You knew that I was coming since I was tossing hatchets up there. And I didn't aim as high as I should have. It's fine. They finally got the first generator done. But if they want to catch up, they need at least 2 more generators without anybody getting hooked. That's going to be a problem. This is the worst area that you could think of to turn around and dead hard into me. Alright, so we got her hooked. So all 4 survivors have been hooked, basically. I want to talk about that DC while we're in this chase. And that's because she DC'd knowing that I had a locker perk that punishes you for hiding in a locker. What else did you expect? The perk, a lot of survivors will get mad because that perk is because not too many killers use that perk, especially other Huntress players. But when you're looking at a Huntress main, you have to consider that she might run that perk. The perk literally says you search lockers 50% faster, which for killers, that doesn't necessarily help anything or aid in anything, but for Huntress, she reloads her hatchets 50% faster. With the deer gloves, she basically gets like insane reload to the point where it's actually done. She can reload in the middle of the chase and not lose distance. This person is lagging. I think this person is probably going to die due to their own lag. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. That's another free hook. Is she dead? Okay, no, she's on second hook. Okay, right. And then the UE player is on second hook. I think David is dead on hook. I'm not sure. I'm gonna reload. Okay, so I saw her run in this direction. I faintly hear her, just faintly. I will search every locker around that petty. Nope, nothing. Alright. Oh, nice. You got off of the generator and just in time. Now, where is he going from here, though? Bad decision, buddy. I'm gonna drop off right here. Did he run up the stairs? Yeah, he did. Does he think for a second that he lost me? Yes, he does. Dead hard off of the rooftop. You guys are getting more and more creative with these dead hard plays. I think David is dead on hook. I'd say the one to blame, like, I mean, they're playing badly. They are playing badly, but the main survivor to blame for why they're losing so poorly right now does happen to be the person that disconnected. DCing on your team early game without them at least doing 2 generators sucks, because you are basically screwing them over. 3v1 situations are slightly in the killer's favor, depending on that killer. It takes a whole 4v1 situation for survivors to really make any substantial difficulty for a killer, and at least one of those survivors have to be a solid or decent survivor. Alright, so they're getting generators done. They're trying to focus the objective, which is nice. They're punishing me for wasting time. I like it. But it's 2 survivors and 2 generators, so... Oh, there you are. Can I get a hatchet? Ah. Maybe she ran to the left, but she had ran to the right. I did not mean to let that fly. I'm such a scrub. Okay, that time, I don't know what the hell happened. Why did that one miss? Maybe it's because I didn't aim to the left. I don't know. I'm gonna hit her away and then I'm gonna reload. I just missed 5 shots all at once. It's wild. Why did you think that was a good idea? Yui's to my left because I think I just saw her. Yep. At first, pretend that you don't see them. And once they think that you don't see them, you can creep up on them and get some interesting plays. Alright, that's gonna be a GG from here too, because, yeah, last 2 survivors, basically. You know, out of this entire game session, I don't even think that anyone really threw down that many pallets. I noticed that both game sessions, they weren't really running to pallets that often. Which is interesting for red rank survivors, and those are the survivors that I refer to as yellow reds, the survivors that have only gotten to red rank because they piggyback off of survivor friends instead of going in solo and learning the game the harder way so that they would know how to do things in a much more optimal fashion. But hey, it is what it is. No, I guess we were able to punish 2 really, I don't want to say bad, but 2 inconsistent teams today. So take from this video what you will. The matches were semi-fun. I'm still a little bit bothered by the DC, but people DC on me all the time, so it's not much of a bother. Yeah, it took me 3 tries to hit that. It's wild. And we got a double pip. Alright, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you like the content on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. And I will definitely be catching you guys in a later video.